Yo, what's going on, my people? It is your boy GZTV, and if you're a horror fan, welcome to the channel. We do this every week where we watch a scary movie and then we review it, we talk about it. We watch a scary movie once a week. Last week was Pet Sematary. This week is Child's Play 2, which is kind of a downgrade. We're just going to talk about the movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but Pet Sematary is so legendary that this jump was kind of weird. There's an interesting intro with the dolls getting morphed, kind of showing Chucky's origin story. I think this story took place in New York. Shows them making the doll, or again, origin story for Chucky in a way. Um, I'm sure it had many people paranoid about dolls, just like Annabelle. Kids that were watching this movie were like, "Oh my goodness, my doll will come to life or something." A somewhat short movie, an hour 21 minutes. Usually you don't expect a horror movie to be that short, but I'm not going to complain about the length. I did watch it because I wanted to get on and stream COD, which by the way was a great success of a stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Early foreshadowing with one of the workers saying, "My name's Chucky and I'm going to kill you." That had a very sinister twist because actually he ended up dying, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. I watched one of these as a kid, but I don't remember which one. So honestly, I might go back and watch all of them sometime for this channel. Very weird way of making the dolls. It seems very like maniacal, very like sinister in how they make them. It's almost like you'd expect the doll to be evil with how they made them. Very cringe CGI, not a realistic, which is something I'm going to drag the movie on about doll moves, and they get very suspicious. When they walk out of the warehouse and they come back in, I think he's like sitting up instead of laying down. Um, Introduces a misfit kid, as is most kids in horror movies. There's this kid that is a foster home and his parents don't want him, type of deal. The fashion sense in this movie is trash. That's one thing I'm gonna say. It is the '90s. Their fashion sense was garbage in this movie. That doesn't really matter to the plot or what I think about the movie. I just wanted to get that out there. A Chucky doll is found in their house, and obviously, I think it's from when the daughter in the house, was a kid. Um, let's see. We see the doll move for the first time, like about 20 minutes into the film, I think it was. Um, you don't want to leave Chucky unsupervised. That's one thing the characters learn throughout, is you don't throw the doll downstairs. You don't throw the doll in a trash can and expect him not to come to life. Um, they could have definitely found a creepier voice for Chucky. I think that was another downfall. I mean, his laugh is pretty evil, but the voice itself is not scary. It just sounds like a relatable freaking like 20-year-old man. Um, but I guess he was trapped in the Chucky body, so that makes sense why it'd just be a normal person. Um, he threatens the driver. Again, the evil laugh is definitely there. One of the company guys die at the hands of Chucky. That is the first death of the movie. The doll shows up to the protagonist's house. I will say the effects of the mouth movements and the animations of the doll are quite impressive. That was one thing that the production got right. Um, Definitely. Um, he beats the other doll and buries it. A savage moment. He replaces their doll. Um, Kid knows something is going on, obviously, as do most kids in horror movies. Like, he knows there's something wrong with that doll, and no one will listen to him about it until the end. They realize, before it's too late, they die from the doll. Um, the kid gets attacked. He gets strangled and tied up in his bed. Um, and then obviously there's the typical never take the child's side by the parents, which always makes me mad in a movie. Um, Chucky always finds a way to escape, whether you're locking him somewhere, whether you're putting him in somewhere he can't like lift up. He will find a way to escape. Um, let's see here. What else? A lot more disciplinary actions from teachers back then. I guess that was displayed when in the school scene the teacher died. Obviously, um, kind of fake looking. Not a very scary movie. Again, there's a lot of downfalls to this movie, but as a movie itself, it's good. As a horror movie, I don't think it's that good. Um, It is suspenseful though. That is like a positive of this movie as a horror film. It does get suspenseful. You never know when Chucky will come out. It's not necessarily a jump scare. It's a doll. I'm not gonna get scared by a doll. Maybe Annabelle. Annabelle might be, which we might watch Annabelle very soon on this channel. But other than that, like a doll like Chucky, I'm not gonna get scared of. You know, he has playful intentions. Annabelle is literally a curse, so obviously she's pretty scary. Um, let's see. Let's see here. Now the father believes him once he freaking dies, and now the kid is looking bad. The kid looks like he killed the father, and he gets kicked out of the foster house. Um, Very pathetic attempts to trying to get rid of Chucky by the protagonist during the movie, which always makes me mad too, because like, it's a doll. If you think he's that evil, literally burn the piece of crap. I mean, come on now. Instant karma for the family. The mother ends up getting killed. That's karma for kicking the kid out of her house. Um, her death was actually pretty brutal, and I will talk about another brutal death that happened. That's another positive. There were some pretty brutal deaths from Chucky. He's a pretty savage killer. Um, and the doll gets the girl pulled over. All this, Chucky. I don't know why I'm calling him the doll. It's Chucky. He only wants to cause trouble. The daughter and the boy is all who remains in the movie of the protagonist. Very unrealistic stuff in this movie. I don't remember what I pointed out as unrealistic, but very unrealistic stuff. Oh, the doll flying through the window. The doll is not going to fly through the window. They might have been metal plated, but he's not going to fly through the window. And the girl ran into a fence, and nothing happened to her car. I think that's what I wanted to. Chucky strikes on the foster mother, like I said. I treat this more of it as an action movie than a horror movie, which as an action movie is actually kind of good. But again, as a horror movie, I gotta give it a garbage rating. I mean, I don't really like it as a horror movie. It doesn't like get me on the edge of my seat. Maybe the suspense. I think the Chucky with the knife in his hand was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool part of the movie. And the doll eyes on the worker's face was fucking epic. I loved that scene. That was one of my favorite scenes in the movie where the eye machine put it in his eye. That was awesome. Um, let's see. Chucky is defeated in brutal ways. At least I thought. Never mind, he is defeated. He just won't die. He kept coming back alive. I was like, are they going to kill Chucky or not? You never knew when he was going to die in the movie, but yeah, that's pretty much for my review. I will talk about it for a little bit more. Child's Play. I mean, it's not a scary movie. I would understand if you're a kid watching this, if you got scared. That makes sense. I mean, it's literally a doll. It's literally something you play with every day, so maybe it is a little nightmare-inducing. But yeah, I didn't find it scary. I mean, it was fun to watch. I would say. I wouldn't say it's garbage as a movie. I've said this a million times, and I'm gonna say it again. I wouldn't say it's garbage as a movie. It's just not like it's not a good horror movie. I wouldn't say it's not like a horror classic, and that's probably why most people don't see it as a horror classic. But, anyways, next week be on the lookout for another scary movie review. I'm thinking about doing The Shining, but then again, oh my goodness, that is a very, very long, very lengthy movie. I think it's like 2.5 hours, so we'll have to see. We might just want to get that one out of the way. It is a horror classic. I mean, it's a horror classic slasher movie. I probably should watch it. We're either watching that one. I want to watch an Annabelle movie now that I've watched Chucky, just to be scared by a doll, just to feel like I was actually scared by a doll. Um, let's see what other options. Scream One. I have this subscription thing called Fubo TV. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I have Fubo TV, and there's some decent selection of horror movies. I think Dawn of the Dead is on there too. That is one of the options on my list of my notes on my phone. So I mean, I'll probably just watch all the ones I can find on that app, and then just bootleg a bunch of other movies. Pet Cemetery I got on YouTube for the first week. Child's Play was on Fubo, so it was free this time, so I'm happy about that. But anyways, let me know how you guys thought of the review. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the reviews, all of that stuff. If you want me to keep doing them, I actually really like doing them. Over the Halloween holiday, I got really into horror movies, and I just want to watch more and more and more. And every week we will have a review for this channel. honestly, whether you guys like it or not, I'm just going to keep doing it. But yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It has been your boy GCTV. We are going to be reacting to a couple more songs today, and then honestly, I'm done. I don't have too much content. I'm not going to be playing that Call of Duty campaign anymore. It's just not for